So,
You know, I played that intro as a test earlier. Hey, welcome to Derailed.
Yeah.
But, you know, I hope it played all right for you guys. I'm just crestfallen.
I mean, you know, spoilers. The train falls in the river.
Yeah.
I know.
Spoilers.
So,
Anyway, I'm Jeff Caldwell.
And I'm Jay Martin.
I'm Chris Boone.
Welcome to Derailed, where we talk about a lot of things, maybe.
Ramble.
Ramble.
It is confined ramblings.
That's right.
That's true. We always start out, how is it? We've been a month away. We had to go through rodeo.
That's right. As I said on the post for this, after a San Angelo Rodeo length hiatus, we're back.
We are.
We're back a little bit late. That's also my fault.
Getting the rust out. Knocking the rust off, getting back into the kind of the routine of, oh yeah, we do this thing.
We do it. We have a show to do.
We have this thing we do.
And I thought it was at 4 o'clock.
We'll only shame you this one time.
Thank you.
Only this one time, though.
So what's going on with you guys?
Go ahead, because I got nothing.
I mean, rodeo. Well, there was the rodeo.
There was the
rodeo
rodeo.
was certainly chaos. Like,
It was.
just
It was.
nonstop work, and then you were like, "All right, now we get to calm down." And it was like, "No, there's elections.
There's
like,
an election.
It's something else always."
That's right. We had an election over the weekend.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm still in a state of recuperation from.
Just the blur. Yeah, there's like this, like that vacation after your vacation kind of thing, like where you just need like a good week off of just resting after rodeo because it's exhausting.
It is, and I'm right at the end of a semester right now. I'm taking classes, and
That's
I feel like after every weekend, I'm like, I need an actual weekend
a weekend from your week. Yeah.
because it's all schoolwork all weekend, and I'm almost done.
So close. Light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, for this semester.
For this
For
semester.
That's There's no new tunnel
right.
after that.
Yeah.
You hop on a new
Several
tunnel and
tunnels.
keep going.
But this tunnel.
This tunnel.
Yeah.
That's
Which
right.
famous tunnels for
Oh, wow. All right, Boone. What a transition. So we usually talk about like today in history.
That's right.
And the big one that starts out, because we got a History Channel, they're a reliable source, is the English Channel.
The channel.
The channel,
channel.
finally opens. And
That was in the 90s, right?
yeah, I believe so. Queen Elizabeth, I mean, she's been around, so
that
we
doesn't
can't really
narrow it
Yeah,
down.
been around for
it's still a
Somewhere between the-
60-year gap.
or so.
Where is it? I'm looking for the date.
I think
Anyway.
it was like 1996 or maybe 98.
I've never been on this at all.
Me neither.
The military base in Ramstein, Germany,
Yeah.
people drove all the way up towards to the tunnel, take it over, and get Krispy Kreme donuts on the other side, loaded up their cars for a fundraiser, and drove them all the way. Got on the tunnel back, drove them all the way back to the Air Force Base.
Hold on a second.
And sold them.
So what you're saying is they have Krispy Kreme in England.
There's Krispy Kreme in England.
They wouldn't have them in France. They'd
They
be like,
didn't
oh, no.
know.
Yeah, no.
Not in France, not in Belgium, not in Germany. So for them to get the Krispy Kreme donuts, they had to drive from Ramstein Air Force Base all the way over to the
England.
tunnel, hop on the tunnel, and then literally get barely
Krispy
into
Kreme.
England, load up the car with Krispy Kremes,
And then
bring
come
them back and sell them for like $1.
Of course.
And they sold out like crazy too.
Yeah.
Would they still be warm, though?
No, it's several hours.
It's it's a trip.
It's an adventure.
I can't imagine that the French would be like, we're big fans of Krispy Kreme. I can't
Yeah,
imagine.
no.
They've
got their crepes,
pastries.
They've got their
Got their pastries.
They know. I
they've
mean,
got their own thing going on.
if there's something that the French know how to do, it's make pastries.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, so is it called Krispy Kreme donuts, or is it some like weird? Because they do crisps
Yeah, you're right. So
instead of
biscuits.
I think they're Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't know if they're.
chips.
I guess I didn't pay
I
attention.
couldn't imagine a different thing.
Yeah,
to
I
call
don't
it.
know if they were called Krispy Kreme pastry holes or whatever.
I was just asking.
Krispy Kreme pastries with holes.
You're right. Yeah, because you're right. Lifts and
Yeah.
Um,
So then, how do you spell?
Pastries
donuts?
with holes and sugar on.
yeah,
I like that.
So that's the thing is like when I went to England, I certainly didn't just buy a bunch of donuts. So it wasn't an interaction I commonly ran into.
So wait, so my question is how do you spell donuts? I know this is kind of like getting off of.
Yeah.
How do you Donuts?
Okay.
Then
I
there's-
mean it's either DOUGH.
Yeah.
Dough.
Dough nuts, but I do like the
never
dumber
understood where
version, the donuts.
The
I
dough
don't
nuts.
really
That's
understand
well,
where
so Simpsons. That's how they spell it, right? DONU. That's how I know is the donuts is.
It's from the
It's got
Simpsons.
the pink frosting and the
Yeah,
sprinkles,
I
and
just,
that's
I
what Homer
never
eats.
understood where the nut comes from. Donut.
Yeah, it is
See?
DONUT.
that's. I learn
From the-
all my knowledge
from
from
the
the
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Yeah, from The
That's a
Simpsons.
reliable source. That's
It's
They've been around not as long as the Queen,
not
but
as long as the
pretty
Queen.
long.
Longer
Long
than
time.
the channel.
Really? Channel, you were right. 1996. When did The Simpsons come out?
89.
89, yeah.
88 probably though. It was on a show
Yes.
called The Tracy Ullman Show at first.
Wow.
The Tracy Ullman Show was a sketch comedy show. I think she's English. I think she might be Australian. But
Well, then she should definitely have done the donuts right.
Tracy Ullman is a super funny lady, and she had this sketch comedy show on Fox in the 1980s, and they would feature like a 2-3 minute Simpsons episode in there, and that's how Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, started with that show. But before that, he did a comic called Life in Hell. It had a one-eared rabbit, all drawn exactly like what you would expect a Matt Groening drawing to look like.
I think I actually have seen, like, in Simpsons episodes, you see that character.
Yeah,
And you see his initials in Homer's ear.
really. Oh, MG.
His
Oh,
his
yeah.
hair and his
hair.
ear makes his
Yeah.
initials.
Yeah,
That's like the little factoid I know about that.
We just talked about my birthday and how not important it is anymore. I'm old enough that, like, I remember in 1990, The Simpsons getting more popular than The Cosby Show, and a lot of, I guess, reactionary television being like, "What is this going to do to our children?" The Simpsons,
Destroyed. Yes.
just because of Bart Simpson being so
Cowabunga, dude.
Out
irreverent
there.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's what he said, right? Cowabunga?
Yeah.
Oddly, 1990. That's when my dad was in the Air Force. First time I'd been to Ramstein Air Force Base.
Did you get any donuts?
I did not. No.
This is a whole bunch of circles of
Connections.
connections.
Maybe that's what we should call this show.
Connections.
Connections.
Missed connections.
Misconnections.
Well, I will say I wanted to Google and found out that according to Webster Dictionary,
Yeah.
that's where a lot of people go, the correct spelling is DOUGHNUT. And they follow up
was-
according to this article. It's kind of, I wish I could zoom. I can zoom in. What am I doing?
can.
There we go.
Donut versus donut.
Right.
You know, I wonder if the nut part of donut used to be not. Like the first person to make a donut was like, it's a donut, get it?
Like garlic knot.
Yeah.
Or like the pole knot. It's a play on words. It's a dough boolean. Nobody knows what that means,
no.
No.
so don't worry about it.
So, and then okay, we're gonna get off the donuts because I know a lot about donuts. But someone did, I think back in the 60s or 50s, they did a research on donuts and showed that the hole in donuts was growing smaller, like throughout the decades. Like it used to be like this really big, just like thin kind of circle.
Yeah.
And it slowly just like became more what we know now of like this very small hole.
I guess that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
we're American. It's got to get
I like
bigger.
the donut
We want
holes
it bigger.
anyway. Like the little ones are just,
Back in the day, a medium
bite
Coke was
size.
fine. Like it was 12 ounces maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
just need more and more.
Yeah.
So wait, are they donut holes or do you call them munchkins?
Oh, I call them donut
You
holes.
call them munchkins if you go to.
Dunkin' Donuts?
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is like a
couldn't-
donut
I'm like-
episode.
What is the name of the place when you go to donut store?
When you go to donut store.
Donut.
Well, that's a good.
Donut Mart.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts. So Dunkin' Donuts used to be really different too. Have
Really?
you ever been to like one of the old Dunkin' Donuts? The old ones were like diners.
Yeah.
Huh.
It had like a nice counter.